Hello, doctor.
Are we on the same page now? Are you hearing me now?
Yes, we can hear you, but we cannot see your screen.
The third thing we look at is that environmental justice advocate for community empowerment and participatory process. That is a focus community process.
Sir, your voice is breaking. I can't see your screen, sir.
So we were seeing your slide yesterday. It will be of value if we are seeing your slide today even. Thank you.
So the network is very bad. We can't hear you. There's a very bad network here. We can't hear you, sir.
Doc, if you can hear us.
Sorry for the bad network. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
We can hear you.
We can hear you now.
We can hear you
The
now,
network
sir.
is actually bad. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So I was trying to
Sir, is there a way we can see your screen just like yesterday?
between
Is there a way
environmental
we can
justice
see
and
your
social
screen?
equity. Are you not seeing my screen?
No, sir.
No, sir. The slide.
See your
There's a
screen,
slide. We
sir.
were seeing the slide
We are not
yesterday.
seeing anything. The network is very bad. We are not seeing any screen.
Okay. That's serious. Okay. Are you seeing it now?
No.
No, can't see.
You can't see it.
No, sir.
No, sir, we can't see it, sir.
You are not seeing anything on the screen.
Nothing.
Can
Nothing
you
is
see
showing
that?
on the screen.
Nothing on the screen so far, sir.
I'm not seeing it.
Maybe you log out and log in again on the Zoom.
Are you seeing it now?
No, sir.
It's coming up now. It's coming up.
It's popping up. It's loading.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So can you see it now?
It's still loading, sir.
It's not fully loaded.
Loading, rather.
Showing your name has started screen sharing.
Yes, that is what it's showing.
I think it's network issue.
Sir.
Hello.
Can that other persons in the group of mute his mic, please? The background is making noise.
Thank you. I feel here would better because as soon as I step up. Morning, my brother. Good morning, everybody again.
Good morning,
Sorry,
sir.
the
Good
network
morning,
has been
sir.
terrible.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you,
morning,
sir.
sir.
So can you see the screen now?
No.
No. Oh, no.
No.
He the same yesterday, sir.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So you can see it now.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
Yes, you
It
can
has
see.
pop up.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
It
we
has
are
pop
seeing
up.
it.
You can see the screen now.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sorry for the network. So, thank you.
Welcome, sir.
So can I beg every one of us to mute our system? If you want to talk,
Yes.
you can raise up your hand.
All right, sir.
Yesterday, the noise of the background was terribly bad. And we have started today again, so please mute your system. Thank you so much. So we started looking at the intersection, how environmental justice and social equity interact. And I say basically environmental justice focuses on where and how environmental harms and benefits are distributed. They're distributed across board, across social strata, or the marginalized suffer more harms. That is the focus of environmental justice. Then the social equity focuses on who is affected and how to achieve that across social system. That is the basic focus of social system and social equity. Then environmental justice targets systemic environmental racism and look at the inequitable exposure to risks. So we look at what are the systemic environmental racism going on. And there environmental racism are issues equally distributed, but social equity look at or addresses social system like racism. That is basically what the social equity looks at. Then the environmental justice also advocate for community empowerment and participatory processes. Our community will be empowered, but social equity advocate for policy reform, inclusion, and redistribution. These are basically the focus of social equity. So this morning, we start by looking at the challenges of environmental justice and social equity. The challenges. What are the challenges of environmental justice and social equity? These are the issues we would like to start addressing this morning. Start addressing them this morning. So the first challenge of environmental justice and social equity is the challenge of environmental racism. And when we talk about environmental racism, we are talking about communities of color are often situated near toxic sites. We look at factories, example, Flint, the Michigan water crisis. You discover that these are basically challenge for the black among the white. It's a basic challenge because so these are the first thing we look at, environmental racism. and communities of color. The issue of racism is a serious matter, even though we are not suffering it around our houses here. Then we have policy exclusion, where the marginalized group frequently lack political power or access to environmental decision-making. The marginalized group don't have access to decision-making. So the basic challenge, they are excluded, they are not communicated, they are not carried along, they are not informed in anything. Decisions are imposed on them. Then we have the climate injustice, where the vulnerable population contribute the least to climate change, but are most affected. What I really mean by that, the vulnerable population, many of them are not using car. Many of them are not the one cutting down trees. The people that are into these terrible acts are not the ones suffering from the consequence of it. So we are trying to say that when we talk about climate injustice, we look at the vulnerable population that are not contributing to the climate challenges, are the ones suffering from the damage of climate. Then we look at global inequalities, where developing nations face environmental degradation due to global demand, while lacking resources for adaptation or mitigation. You see that the developing nations are suffering the consequences of environmental challenges arising from developed nations. So it's a major challenge that causes global inequality. The rich nation, the developed nations, the activities are affecting the developing nations. Then we talk about access to nature, where low income and urban communities often lack green spaces, safe recreational areas, or clear transportation. So the marginalized, the low-income people don't have access to nature. We go to our urban area dominated by buildings. Most of the air we are inhaling there, we are experiencing, they are not natural air. No safe recreational areas. In those days, we can go to the village, play inside the water. There are spots where we can take break and rest. All of these places have been converted to building. And as a result of that, they are affecting the natural existence of many things. So these are some of the challenges. Let's look at opportunities for advancing environmental justice and equity.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the opportunities for advancing environmental justice. Are we together? Please, Fanya, can you mute your mic? Mute your mic. Chiokoso, please mute your mic. So we are trying to look at the opportunities for advancing environmental justice and equity. And the first is inclusive environmental governance, where we involve local land marginalized communities in decision making. Example, when we have participatory planning, co-management of resources, the locals are involved in decision makings. The marginalized communities are involved in decision making. They participate in planning, they participate in decisions. It will be very, very good. There was another opportunity is equity-based climate policy, design policy, mitigation or adaptation policies that prioritize vulnerable population. It's not just policy that favor the rich, the policy that favor the vulnerable population. When we talk about climate resilience, green jobs in disadvantaged areas. So equity-based climate policy is ideal because the marginalized will be considered. Another opportunity is what we call the legal and institutional reform, where we enforce anti-discriminational laws in environmental regulation. Anti-discrimination laws. There are laws that are anti-discrimination. You don't discriminate against the marginalized. You don't discriminate against color. All of this, we are saying that it is important, very, very key. Then we look at the issue of legal infrastructure, legal and institutional reform, where we enforce anti-discrimination law. I just explained that in environmental regulations, where we strengthen environmental justice framework. Example like the Biden executive order on environmental justice in the US. All of these are strengthening environmental justice. Then we have the education and capacity building. You empower community with knowledge and tools to advocate for rights and environment. So you empower them. You empower them. You strengthen them. Very, very key. You expose them to knowledge and tools that will help them to advocate for their right. Their right will not be taken for granted. Then we have equitable access to green technology. At this point, we say we are trying to support renewable energy and clean technology in undeserved communities. We provide things like solar access programs, electricity for them. They are key, very vital. So these are the basic opportunities in environmental justice and social equity. Before I make progress, do you have any question on the opportunities and the challenges of environmental justice and social equity? Any question? Please raise up your hand. I didn't get you well, please. Jiba. Jiba Augustine, what did you say? Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you throw more light
Yes.
on education and capacity building and environment, empower community with knowledge and to creative, to advocate for? At that point was not clear, sir. Thank you.
Advocate for their rights and environment. The point is that you are creating awareness. Let community knows their rights. Let them know how to advocate. Are you together with me?
Yes.
When they know their rights and know how to advocate for their rights and for their environment, that is the basis for education and capacity building.
Okay.
Many of them are ignorant of their rights. Let them know. Did you get me well?
Yes, sir. It's taken.
Thank you, sir.
That's
So
fine.
let's make progress. We'd like to look at the distributional impact of environmental policy. Distributional impact of environmental policy. What do we mean by that? When we talk about distributional impact, we refer to how the benefit and cost of environmental policy are shared across different groups in society, such as the geographical region, the industry, the raising, the income levels. So how do we share the benefit and cost? The benefit of environmental policies. How is it being shared in the society? The cost, how do we share the cost? Is it just for the rich? Is it for the poor? Is it that the marginalized suffer more? That's what we are looking at, distributional impact of environmental policy. The impact as regards the benefit, the impact as regards the cost of environmental policy. How is this being shared? Then we are trying to say understanding this impact is crucial for ensuring that environmental policies are not only effective, but also fair and socially just. So we are not just looking at the effectiveness of environmental policy, but we are trying to see through this impact, how fair is the distribution? Is the distribution socially justified? These are the issues we want to look at, the impact of environmental policy. The first thing we'll look at, why distributional impact matters. Why do we need to distribute this impact across the different groups? Environmental policy like carbon taxes, like emission regulations, or conservation law can have uneven effects. While they may benefit society at large, example, through cleaner air or climate status, some groups may bear more of the cost than others. And when some groups are bearing more cost, the challenge is that there will be economic hardship. So that's why we are saying that some groups shouldn't bear more than the other. Some groups shouldn't bear more than the other. Every group, the effect in terms of benefit, in terms of cost, should be distributed among the various groups. Number two reason is that societal resistance or unrest. If they are not well distributed, there will be resistance from the society. And when there are resistance from the society, especially those that are not benefiting yet, they are paying more, it will become a challenge. So we are saying that this thing should be distributed to curtail the effect of social resistance or unrest. Another reason for distribution is to ensure political backlash, to avoid it. There shouldn't be talk and fight. Another reason is undermining of long-term sustainability goals. If this distribution is not effectively done, it will have effect on long-term sustainability goal. And we are saying that these four reasons, economic hardship, social resistance or unrest, political backlash, are the basic reasons. Undermining of long-term goals, reasons for which distributional impact matters. So distributing the benefit and the loss are very, very fundamental. Only a group, only a sector should not suffer from the benefit or from the loss. Let's quickly look at what are the types of distributional impact. The type of distributional impact. I'd like to welcome my HOD to the class. My HOD, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, some of your students are not muting their mics. And I told Banachi that if anyone doesn't mute, you should remove the person. You are the admin. You can remove them. Anybody that refuses to mute. Thank you. I think these are the ethics we are teaching them. This is part of the learning. If you join an online meeting, you learn that you are to mute your mic so that you not disturb others. Thank you. Continue. And I expect the class rep.
Thank
you. Sorry, let me say something. They can discuss this in their group.
Sir.
They decided to ask Mr. Fayam Francis to act as class rep because he knows us. He will act as a bridge between them and us. So I expect that Fayam should be talking to his mates to mute their mics and behave well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please again, can I request that we all mute our mic? If you want to talk, you raise up your hand. So there are types of distribution. There is econ-based distribution. There is geographical-based distribution. There are sectorial and industry-based distribution. We have intergenerational distribution and demographic distribution. Onguga, mute your mic. Onguga, Ondehemba, mute your mic.
Stuff we can research on our own, but starting it all over, still refreshing our mind.
Thank you. So how does it affect distribution? When we look at the income base, we are looking at the low versus high income group. And when we look at that, we look at example of carbon taxes. This should be distributed across the low and the high income group. We look at geographical distribution, where we look at the urban versus the rural, the coastal versus the island. These are very key issues. So when we look at climate policy, how it benefits both the urban and the rural people. We are trying to say that the policy should not just favor a group of people. It should favor both the urban and the rural, the coastal and the island. Then we look at the sectorial and industry-based distribution. When we are looking at high versus low carbon industries, there are industries that are more carbon inclined. And we are saying that fossil fuel workers may lose staff. So we are looking at renewable sectors may gain. Then we look at intergenerational distribution. When we look at the present versus the future generation. Remember when we were talking about sustainable social development yesterday, we are talking about how we can use the natural resources now without compromising the benefit and the usage for the future generation. So if that is a factor, then the intergenerational distributional impact is a key. Then we look at the demographic, where we look at the race, the gender, the age, and the disability people, the disabled people, the vulnerables. All of these are very, very key. They are very, very fundamental when we talk about the issue of distributional impact. Example of distributional impact on, sorry, are you with me, please? My network.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, sir, you are a bit fast
Impact
today.
in policies. Okay. I am fast. Okay, let me
Yes,
reduce.
sir.
Let me slow down. I thought I am even slow. Okay. Okay. So let's look at, but are you following me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are
Hello?
following you. Yes,
We
sir.
are following you exactly, sir.
Okay, let's look at examples of distributional impact in policy.
Sir?
One of the examples is what we call carbon pricing. And when we talk about carbon pricing, we are talking about carbon tax or cap and trade. It's very fundamental. Policy regarding carbon pricing. And we try to say that this policy should not just favor the rich or the poor alone. It should be equitable enough. Another example of distributional impact in policy is what we call subsidies for renewable energy. If there can be policy for subsidy for renewable energy, it will be a key and it will help. Then banning fossil fuel or internal combustion engines. Policy where internal combustion engine will be banned from being used. Fossil fuel. So these are very key policy issues. Then we have the urban green development. At this, we are saying that green development in the urban area should be encouraged and should be supported. Policy that encourage such should be formulated and implemented. So these are the examples of distributional impact in policy. It has impact in carbon pricing when we talk about carbon tax or cap and trade. When we talk about subsidy for renewable energies, and we have talked much about renewable energy yesterday. When we talk about the burning or the banning fossil fuel or internal combustion engine, and when we look at urban green development, these are very, very fundamental examples. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Hello, class.
Sir,
We're together
Are
actually,
you with me?
Yes, sir.
you are a bit fast. You should have been giving us some examples of this example you are mentioning. But then it's like the way you are flowing far ahead of us, and we're just beginning this course. So it's difficult for us to assimilate. Thank you, sir.
You are talking as an individual, not as a class. This is a master program, sir. Are you hearing me? We expect that some of these concepts.
Sir, I believe from the starting of the lecture, you say that after the lectures, we'll give a note out. So I didn't see any bothering here.
Yes.
Oh.
Do we understand what is carbon pricing? What do you understand by carbon pricing?
Yes, sir. You can explain it, which will be of value.
No, I want us to discuss it. What is carbon pricing? Have you heard of that word before? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had we have, where some of us were not science students, but we heard of carbon, and we hear pricing. Pricing, we thought the pricing of a commodity. So treating those two terminologies, all those words, maybe you treat them separately. So it's a difficult, if we say we understand, maybe we're lying. Thank you, sir.
Maybe it's you. Don't speak for the generality of the people. Say you don't understand.
Yes, sir, I don't understand, sir. Thank you.
Talk about carbon. Are you hearing me now? When we talk about carbon pricing, it's a method. Carbon pricing is a method for government to mitigate climate change, in which a monetary cost is applied to greenhouse gas emission. Are you getting it? It's a process, a method, where government mitigates, and there's a monetary cost attached to greenhouse. So that's what we call carbon pricing.
Tax.
That's what we call
taxes.
carbon pricing. So some of this terminology, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we're hearing
Some
you.
of this terminology, when you hear them, write them in your note and go and do research on them. Do you hear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That will make the program wonderful for you, exciting, that you are learning new technologies that you don't know before. So you dig them out. Have you heard of the word subsidies for renewable energy? You have only been hearing subsidy for petroleum, true or false?
True.
True, sir.
Hello?
True, sir.
Very true, sir.
But you have not heard of subsidies for renewable energy.
Yes.
Not at
Yes.
all,
And
sir.
again, I know you will be asking, what is renewable energy?
No, we know about that one.
You don't know what is renewable energy? We are talking about energies that are derived from sources that are replenished naturally and quickly. Anytime we talk about energy, renewable energy, we are saying energies that can easily be replenished, renewable. Energies that can. And some of those energies are energies from the sun, from wind, from water, from geothermal heat. All of these are renewable energies. So energies that we can get from those ones, we are saying that there should be subsidies for engaging on things that are renewable in nature. So we are saying that government should formulate policy. Solar light, for example, is a renewable energy. We have solar machines. Are you together with me?
Yes,
so we
sir.
are getting direct light from the sun. So we are saying subsidy should be provided for such things. Then I say fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is not a science word again, it's an English word. Are you together with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're with you.
I want to mean by fossil fuel. We are saying that energy that are rich, that are mainly used for electricity generation, for transportation and industries. We are saying there should be ban on fossil fuel. Internal combustion engines, bans should be placed on it. Let's look at how we can use things like plants and other things to generate fuel. Then we talk about urban green development. When we talk about urban green development, we are looking at encouraging planting of trees in urban areas. engaging on things that can help nature to exist. So these are the concepts we are talking about when we talk about the example of distributional impact. So basically, these are the issues we want us to understand. That when we talk about urban green development, we are talking about land covered by vegetation, as I said before, planting trees around our vicinity. Many of us have built our houses, but there is no tree in our compound. So it's not a green environment. Behind your house, you can have a garden, a vegetable garden, enjoying the fresh air from there. So these are very good examples of disproportionate impact in terms of policy in carbon pricing, in subsidies for renewable energy, in banning fossil fuel, and urban green development. Did you follow me to that point?
Very well, sir. Clearly explained, sir.
Let's
Thank you
look
very
at
much.
tools. Let's look at tools for assessing distributional impact. One of the first tools is what we call cost-benefit analysis with equity weighting. And as I did explain yesterday, when we look at cost-benefit analysis, we are trying to see that for every project you are engaging on, the benefit should outweigh the cost. If there are opportunities to implement two, you are expected to choose the one with the highest benefit and the low cost. So one of the tools for assessing distributional impact is cost-benefit analysis. Number two is distributional impact assessment. You assess the impact of the distribution. Is any group suffering from the distribution? These are things that must be looked into carefully. Then number three tools is what we call environmental justice mapping tools. Environmental justice mapping tool like the EGS screen, the current environment screen. All of these are tools, they are mapping tools that help to ascertain the impact distribution level. Then we look at stakeholder consultation and participatory planning. The stakeholders are consulted and they participate in planning from the onset. So these four basic tools are very, very key and fundamental if you want to assess the impact level of the distribution. Any confusion? Any question? Can I forge ahead?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
We are not responding. Are you together with me?
Yes, sir. Well, with you.
Hello, sir.
Can I proceed?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The throw more light on stakeholders'
Yes, go
contribution.
ahead.
I have a question, sir.
Stakeholders consultation. Okay, let me respond to this first. When we are talking about stakeholders, there are many people that are involved. The communities are involved. The government are involved. Sometimes the non-governmental organizations are involved. The developer are involved. The policy implementers are involved. There should be adequate communication, consultation among them. They should participate in the planning. If that is done, the effect of the distribution will not be too much on one side. Everybody will accept the distributional impact. Do you follow me to that point?
Yes.
Please, can you ask your question?
Yes, sir. Sir, I want you to throw more light on cost-benefit analysis, sir.
CBA. I just explained that for every project, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
The benefit derived from the project, the benefit derived from the project should outweigh the cost of implementing the project.
Okay.
Are you together with me?
Very well, sir.
This particular program you are engaged in now, there will be benefit, true or false?
True, sir.
Hello? And there
I
are
said
costs
true.
you are going to incur. I hope you
Is
know
that true?
sacrificing the things you needed to do to be in the lecture. Do you know is a cost?
Very well, sir.
When you remember that you are going to benefit, the things you are going to learn outweigh the sacrifice you are putting. Then we are saying when we are looking at CBA, is that cost benefit analysis is that the benefit derived from any project should be more than the cost incurred in executing the project. Do you understand that now? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you follow me?
Yes.
Very well, sir.
So that is the basic thing when we talk about cost benefit analysis. Most times you can look at it from the ratio. So it's a key indicator that help in decision making. Is a tool for decision making. Either to adopt a project or to reject a project. You reject a project when the cost outweigh the benefit. You accept a project when the benefit outweigh the cost. Do you follow me to that point now?
Very well, sir.
So let's quickly look at the strategies for equitable environmental policy. The number one strategy is what we call progressive revenue recycling. Progressive revenue recycling. What do we mean? This is to offset regressive tax. Example, tax carbon, return money to low-income household. So this is what we are saying, that when you implement carbon tax, for example, the people that will suffer it are the people that are expending it. Low-income household will not suffer from it much. So the bigger group paid for it because the lower group are not benefiting much from it. That's what we call progressive revenue recycling, where you offset regressive tax. Number two strategy is what we call just transition framework. And what you do, the goal of the just transition framework is to protect workers. An environmental justice, just transition fund, or co-workers retraining. You are retraining the workers. You are exposing them to more knowledge. You are creating funds for them. You are protecting workers. That is what we call just transition framework. Then we have what we call the targeted subsidies or programs. This is direct benefits to the vulnerable groups, where you provide programs, subsidies program for the vulnerables. And we say the example is free public transition or energy efficiency, upgrade in poor neighborhood. This is an example, free public transit. You make a provision. Make a provision for free public transport. When you do that, the poor can access vehicles. If you go to Plateau State, for example, now, they have made public big vehicles available for the public, where the public and the vulnerable pay very little to enter. That's an example of targeted subsidy or programs. Then we have what we call the inclusive policy design. This one you ensure that the marginalized voices are heard. And this can be achieved through participatory planning, community-led solutions. That when there are problems, when there are programs, you allow the community to participate in the planning, and not just in the planning, but sometimes too in the execution. Then we look at impact monitoring and other strategies, where you adjust policy based on outcome. There's no fast rule about the policy. Policy are adjustable. You're able to adjust the policy based on the outcome, using real-time data to evaluate and correct disparity. Going to see is there an improvement and everything's to be corrected. These are things you look closely at. So basically, these are the strategies for equitable environmental policy: progressive revenue recycling, just transition framework, targeted subsidies or programs, inclusive policy design, and impact monitoring. Do you follow me? Any question? Is my explanation clear?
You were
Very well,
big
sir.
man.
Very well, sir.
Very well, sir.
Very well, sir.
Hello? Thank you, sir. So let's quickly look at social capital. It's another topic now. Social capital and community development. Social capital.
Oh, sir, opinion.
Social capital. Let me ask us the question. What is social capital? What is social capital? From your own knowledge. Do we have sociology graduate in the house? What is social capital? What is social capital?
In simple terms,
We don't know.
can be said.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I'm following.
Okay, social capital in
I'm
simple
hearing
terms
you.
can be said to be the value derived from the connection of people, like the value derived from people. So, or community.
Okay. Value derived from people. Or value derived from community. Any other person? What is social capital? I didn't hear you well.
It can also be trust
So,
among people working together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the social
positive
capital can be
gains.
trust.
Yes.
Yes, positive
people.
gains from individual, yes, from people. What we gain positively from a group of people and all that.
Okay.
Social
Okay.
capital.
Thank you for your
social
input. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Social
sir.
capital refers to the network, relationship, norms, and trust that exist within and between community. It refers to what? Network. I hope you know that this class we're already having a network.
Yes, sir.
Even though you are not seeing yourself physically, you have exchanged contacts. Relationship will be established. We are already establishing some norms that when you are not allowed to talk, don't be making noise from the background. And trust that exists within and between community is what we refer to as social capital. The networks, the relationship. is the norms, is the trust. It represents the resources and support system that people can rely on to collaborate, to solve problems, and work towards common goal. So it represents the resources and support system. So people can rely on this system to collaborate, to solve problems. So social capital can be used to solve problems. We can use to achieve a common goal. And I try to say that social capital plays a vital role in shaping community resilience, economic growth. There are communities that are doing well because of their social capital. It helps in sustainability. So basically, that is what we regard or refer to as social capital. Any confusion? Any improvement in your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Social capital plays a
So
vital
my
role.
friend that normally asks me question, do you understand what social capital is all about now? That I refer to networks, to relationship, to norms, and trust that exists within and between community. Let's make progress because I still have more to cover.
Yes.
Let's look at the component of social capital. Number one is bonding social capital. Bonding social capital. And what do we mean by this? Is a close-knit relationship within group, such as family, close friends, or small community networks. They bond together and they provide emotional support. They provide trust and share resources in times of need. So this is a bonding social capital, where resources are shared when need arises, where trust exists, where burdens can be shared. An example, a rural community coming together to rebuild after a crucial disaster or a natural disaster. They have experienced a natural disasters and they decided to come together to build and reinforce. That is a bonding social capital. A bonding social what? Number two component is what we call the bridging social capital. Why bonding social capital exists within a group? Bridging social capital is a relationship between different groups or community. Community A and B are coming together. These are their less intimate, but connect people to a broader network of resources, knowledge, and opportunity. Different community from Makodi meeting with Boko people, bridging together, connecting together. These people are not too intimate, but they have come together to broaden their knowledge and their network. And basically the function for bridging social capital is to facilitate access to diverse information, new ideas, and economic opportunities. So when you are bridging social capital, new opportunities emerges. There are opportunities in Boko that may not be available in Alede. So when there is a bridging, this knowledge will be shared among themselves. And as an example of bridging social capital is local NGOs collaborating with international organizations to address climate change. local NGOs collaborating with international organizations to address climate change. Then we have the third component, which we call linking social capital. In the linking social capital, we are trying to say that is a relationship between individuals and institutions or organizations that have the power to influence policies and assets. Organizations that have the power to influence policy and assets. So this is not necessarily community again, but it can be between individuals and institutions. Within organizations, there are what it takes to connect together. To connect together. To connect together. So the function is to enable communities to access higher level resources and engage in decision-making processes. And engage in decision-making processes. And engage in decision-making processes. So they are very, very, very key. They are very, very, very key. We must understand that. So the next point, so these are basically the three components: bridging social capital and linking social capital. Please, can you ask your question or make your input? Please, your question or your input? Can I forge ahead? Are you understanding me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're understanding you, sir. You can forge ahead.
Is my class making sense?
Yes, sir.
Making sense.
Is it making sense?
Very well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's look at the role of social capital in sustainable social development. The role of social capital in sustainable social development. The first thing is what we call resource sharing. Resource sharing. What do we mean by that? When we talk about resource sharing, we are trying to say that this brings strong social network, facilitate the sharing of information and resources, leading to more efficient economic transaction. Social network. One of the greatest assets a man can enjoy is his network. And social capital helps in resource sharing. This particular group we just formed now, we cannot overemphasize the benefit some of us may derive from it. Some of us may have been trusting God for a job. Out of this platform, you will be hearing information about job opportunities. Please, am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
be sharing information on the platform. Number 2 role is trust and cooperation. High level of trust within communities encourage cooperative behavior. When there is trust, people can come together, bring pool resources together, establish business, establish organizations. So they are very, very key Then I give example is community in rural areas sharing agricultural tools or working together on collective farming projects, increasing productivity. Different family, different group comes together to farm for themselves, sharing labors. Then number 3 is what we call social cohesion and equity.
Fund for side.
Nafisa, you are disturbing my class. Nafisa, you are disturbing my class.
The money from tech fund, they just give me.
Nafisa, you are disturbing my class. Nafisa, you are troubling my class.
Yes, everybody needs to do it.
Nafisa, mute your mic. So basically, that is what we talk about: social cohesion and equity, collaboration. Social capital help reduce inequality by fostering collaboration and social inclusion. Communities with higher social capital often show lower level of social unrest and higher level of civic arrangement or engagement. So we must ensure that there's a social cohesion. There should be a collaboration. Empowerment. Strong social ties enhance community engagement and collective action. Empowering marginalized groups to fight for their rights. So sugar helps marginalized groups to know their right, to fight for their right, and demand for fair treatment. Example, women groups in developing countries using social capital to improve access to healthcare, education, economic opportunities. You see that when it comes together, they are able to do the needful, able to pull resources together to support themselves. Please, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm coming. We have resource management. We have collective action for conservation. All of these are key roles. They are key roles in Okay. Resource management. This one basically say communities with strong social network are better able to manage shared environmental resources such as water, forest, and fisheries. These are key. These are important. So they're able to manage their resources when there's a strong social network. Nobody just come from anywhere and pour chemical into their rivers. They're able to make water available for themselves, maybe by connection, digging borehole and the rest. They are able to protect their forests from deforestation. All of this. Then we look at collective action for conservation. Collective action for conservation. Where social capital foster community-based environmental initiative, allowing for more effective local resource management and conservation effort. So these are the issues, the roles we'll talk about: resource sharing, social cohesion. When there's social cohesion, there is collaboration and empowerment, and environmental sustainability. When there is resource sharing, there will be trust and cooperation. When there's a social cohesion and equity, there will be collaboration and empowerment. And when there is sustainability, it means that there will be resource management, there will be collective action for conservation. Any question on that, on the rules? Any question on the role of social? Any question? Are we still together?
Yes, we are
Hello?
together, sir.
We are together.
Together, sir.
We are with you, sir.
Very much together, sir.
I'm not hearing you.
We are with
We
you,
are
sir.
together,
Are
sir.
you
We are with you, sir.
understanding what I am teaching?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
You can go
You
on,
look as if
sir.
we are doing
Thank
other
you.
things.
No, sir. We are together.
You just log in
Hello,
and start
sir.
doing another thing.
Hello,
No,
sir.
sir. We are
Sir, we are
following you, sir.
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Sir, can you throw
Okay.
more light on environmental
Yes.
sustainability? Hello?
Yes. On environmental sustainability,
Okay.
I try to explain that when we talk about environmental sustainability, two things are important there. Number
Okay.
one is resource management. Resource what?
Management.
Rural communities with strong social network are better able to manage and share their environmental resources. They're able to manage their water. You discover that there are some community where borehole was drilled, but those boreholes are not existing because there is no social network. Anybody can do what he or she feels like doing, and there's a breakdown. But when there is a social network, the community can come together to repair when there are damages. Are you hearing me?
Very well,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Community can come to upgrade. Community can maintain. Of course, one of our major challenges in Nigeria is maintenance. But when there is a social network, such things will be available. Then I talk about collective action for conservation. Social capital foster community-based environmental initiative, allowing for more effective local resource management. So that is what we talk about environmental sustainability under the role. They are able to ensure sustainability in the environment. And I say example is community forest management in part of neighbor, where local groups are empowered to manage forests sustainably, protecting biodiversity and supporting livelihood. There are communities, no matter what you do, you cannot cut down their forest because they have a social network and formation of groups that protect their forest. Do you understand me now?
Very well, sir.
Hello?
Yes, I've understand you very well, sir.
Let's look at social.
Hi.
Okay. Let's look at social capital and resilience in the face of global challenges. Social capital and resilience. How can social capital help in the place of resilience? Resilience. And the first thing is what we call climate change adaptation. Climate change adaptation. Community with high social capital are more likely to adapt to climate change. Do you hear that?
Yes, sir.
The community with high capital are more likely to adapt to climate change because trust and cooperation will help them to share knowledge, implement sustainable practices, and work together in times of crisis. They're able to pool knowledge together. They're able to share ideas together. They're able to trust together. And with that, they're able to adapt to innovations. to technology, to information. And I gave example in Bangladesh, where communities with strong social network were more resilient to flooding and cyclone impacts because of their ability to mobilize resources and support each other. I live in a community where every year our road is not good, but we have a very poor social network. There are people in the community that have refused to join the others. So because of this poor social network, the road were abandoned. You will hear some person say, I don't have a car, why should I participate? But they have friends that come to visit them with car. So until there is a strong social network, such damages are bound to occur. Another point is disaster response and recovery. The social capital play a critical role in our community recover from natural disasters or economic shock. Strong bond of trust and cooperation enable faster disaster relief effort and recovery. So when there is a strong social capital, the possibility to recover from disasters on time is always there, is always possible. So these are the issues involved. Then number 3 is health and well-being. High level of social capital improve the general health and well-being of individuals by promoting social support system and reducing stress. High level of social capital improve the general well-being. People know what to take. They can able to guide you on medications, on life and what not to eat. Communities with strong social capital are also more likely to adopt healthy behavior, such as sustainable diet, and work together to improve access to health services, healthcare services. When there's a social network, they can facilitate the presence of health services in that community, in that environment. Example, public health campaign. Local communities in Brazil have successfully mobilized people to adopt sustainable behavior, improving overall health outcomes. So these are some of the social capital resilience in the face of global challenges. Please, any question before we proceed? Please, question? Are you still with me?
Thank you, sir. There is no question from me.
Yes, sir, we're with you. You have simplified the lecture so much that there are no more.
So we are with you actively, sir.
When you keep quiet like this, it looks as if I am not imparting.
No, sir, you are imparting.
It's because our mics are
doing very well, sir. Thank you.
We have muted our mic.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir. So let's look at the challenges to building and sustaining social capital. The challenges. Why is it difficult for us to build and sustain social capital? Number 1 is inequality. Inequality. Societies with significant economic or social inequality may struggle to build strong, inclusive social capital. Marginalized groups may lack the resources or opportunity to participate fully in community life. when we have people of different social strata, we have people that are of higher economic strength, and they are marginalized among them, the possibility of building a strong social network will not be there because of the inequality existing among them. The extremely rich, the extreme poor, the well-to-do, the vulnerables. You will discover that the meeting line among these will be very thin meeting line. And with that, association and relationship will be difficult because when they meet, the possibility of class surfacing is always there. Even when the rich and the educated may not even be talking about their personality, the marginalized may be feeling uncomfortable to relate well. And anything can be taken to be an offense. Inequality. Number 2 is trust deficit. You will agree with me that even in our marriages, when there is no trust, when there is mistrust, the possibility of coming together as husband and wife is always not there. The same thing is applicable in communities. In a social system, when there is a trust deficit, when there is a mistrust between the different groups, the racial, the economic, the political, this can prevent the formation of meaningful social capital. You get to community, there are classes. So coming together of such people, trust will not be there. The rich will not trust the poor. The poor will not trust the rich rather. The educated will not trust the illiterate. The illiterate will not trust the educated. So there's a problem of trust deficit. Number 3, over-reliance on close-knit network. Over-reliance. Why bonding social capital is important? Over-reliance on exclusive network can isolate group from larger network and limit access to broader resources. When we are depending so much on a very narrow network, relating with a larger group will be difficult. There's always a point of isolation. Networking and togetherness will not be achieved. Then number 4, decline in community engagement. In some modern society, urbanization, digitalization, and individualism have led to decline to face-to-face social interaction, reducing the development of social capital in certain areas. I can give you an example. The area where I live in just before, the possibility of social capital is little because each person fence his house very big. The only thing you know about your neighbor is the color of his car. You don't know how the compound look like. So relationship and networking was a very difficult thing. So these are the issues. So these are the challenges. Challenges of building and sustaining social capital: inequality, trust deficit, over-reliance on close-knit network, decline in community engagement. Any challenge? Any question? Any input?
Yes, sir.
No question?
Well understood. Very well understood.
We totally understood you.
Okay. It's totally tough. Let's look at strategies to foster social capital for sustainable social. Okay. Let's look at challenges to foster social capital for sustainable social development. The first challenge is to promote inclusivity and equity.
for them to mute their this in their mic. They need to mute their mic. You think they make noise? These small children, they play past matter. Children all they attend lectures. Can you imagine small picking of children? They jump, daddy, oh, you, daddy, oh, you. You don't know how to. It's not really good at all. You move your mic. This thing, let me say you go ask, maybe you just do some few things. If you ask question, you just or mute your mic, ask question, then you listen again. Hi, now wow.
Okay. You shouldn't take over the class.
Igila, are you done? Are you done, Igila?
So I don't head on come back to school.
Igila Richard is okay. Okaba. Are we back to class now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir. Sorry for the problem.
Let's look at strategies.
You can go
to foster social capital. Strategies. What are the strategies we can use to foster social capital for sustainable social development? Number one, we must promote inclusivity and equity. Promote inclusivity and equity. Build social capital by ensuring all groups, especially marginalized ones, have equal opportunities to engage and contribute. Don't build a social capital where the marginalized will be marginalized. Build a social capital where everybody can participate fairly. You should focus on gender equality, on youth participation, and accessibility for disabled individuals. So when we are saying you promote inclusivity and equity, Igila is okay. It's okay. Your noise is overshadowing me now. Are you done? You people are making too much noise.
Sorry.
So I say you focus on gender. You focus on gender equality, youth participation, and accessibility for disabled individuals. So that's what we talk about, promoting inclusivity and equity. There should be gender equality, there should be youth participation, there should be accessibility by disabled individuals. Then number two, encourage collective action and collaboration. What do we mean by that? By that, we are saying that you should support initiatives that empower communities to act collectively towards shared goals. They should have a common goal, such as community-based renewable energy projects, such as sustainable farming cooperative, or local waste management system. The community can come together to build up a local waste management system, encourage collective action. The community can come together to rehabilitate their road. The community can come together to establish a water system. Then number three, strengthen local institutions. local institutions such as schools, community centers, and local government play a crucial role in facilitating connection and fostering trust among residents. Strengthen local institutions. Can be school, can be community centers, it can be local government. They can play a very critical role, like what we are doing in sustainable social development department. We have brought all of you into a group, fostering and facilitating relationship between you people, establishing a trust. I expect that the relationship that is starting in this class will outlive this program. That even after this program must have achieved a target of establishing relationship among us. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Then leverage digital tool for social connectivity. Use digital platform to connect people in ways that can build visual social capital, particularly in remote or rural areas where face-to-face interaction may be limited. Digital platforms like WhatsApp, Messenger, and several other platforms can be used to build a capital, a social capital, can be used to build a social capital. Any question? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir.
Any question?
Yes, sir.
So let's forge ahead.
Fine, how about you now?
I have a question, sir.
Okay.
Want to collect bond?
Yes, sir. Under regarding social capital, in a situation where marginalized groups are rich and are not willing to network or cooperate,
Very late though. It's tomorrow
what
they are
can be done?
Yes.
I didn't get you, eh?
I said regarding social capital, in a situation where marginalized groups are not willing, they are rich, they are not willing to network or trust, what can be done?
And you must do it today.
Not this one.
Okay, it's not this one.
No, the one that all those processes are.
You know, even the Holy Bible says, can two walk together unless they agree.
Although my own is here, so there's no.
So when there's no agreement, it will be very difficult. Please, sorry, let me call one of these persons that are troubling us to mute our phone. So it will be difficult to bring people that are not of the same mind together. It will be very difficult to bring them together. So in such, until they are ready to bridge the gap, they cannot work together. And that's why when I was talking about the challenges, I say inequality is one of the major challenges. Inequality. Nafisa, you are really troubling my class. So I've been there, mute your phone. Since more than how many hours you are troubling the class?
It's like she's not even following the lecture.
What is inequality? It will be difficult for a social group to exist. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I understand. I understand, sir. We can forge ahead.
Sir, if it pleases you can throw more light on strengthening local institutions.
Sorry, there's a network challenge. So can you see my screen now?
No, sir.
Are you with me now?
So we cannot see your screen.
You can't see the screen again?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I'm coming. You can see it now.
It's booting. It has not come
Can
on
you
here.
see it now?
Yeah, it's
yes,
loading.
sir.
It's loading. We can see it now, sir.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for saying it.
You're welcome,
Okay.
sir.
So have I answered your question?
Sir, you
So I can
more
forge
light
ahead now. Let's look at building resilience. I didn't get you. Hello?
Sir, I'm saying you should throw. I'm
You
not
said I should do what?
about strengthening local institutions.
I gave a broader explanation using your class. We say local institutions such as schools, community centers, and local government can play a critical role in facilitating connection and fostering trust among residents. Okay, do we have a WhatsApp group for this class?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Have you interacted with people that you don't know since you started this program? Either online or during documentation?
Yes, sir,
Yes, we have done.
interacted.
Some of us have done that.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
some of us has done that.
You have done that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you discover that the relationship will not stop now? The relationship will continue. What have the institution do? It has fostered a network, a relationship, a
That
group
is it,
has
sir.
built. So that is the point I am trying to raise. Strengthen
Yes, sir.
local institutions. Do you follow me now?
Very well,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So let's quickly look at, in the next 7 minutes, let's look at building resilient communities, the theory and practice. What does it mean to build a resilient community? It involves strengthening a community capacity to adapt, to recover, to thrive in the face of adversity. That the community will not give up, especially in the face of climate change, in the face of drought and flood, pest attack, and some unforeseen circumstances that may come up. When we say building a resilient community, that we are strengthening community capacity to adapt. Strengthening capacity to recover. Instead of sitting down to be wailing, we look for opportunities through the situation and come out stronger and better. How to forge ahead in the face of adversity. That is what we talk about, building resilient communities. Building resilient communities. And as a resilience encompasses social, economic, and environmental an institutional dimension. There is a social dimension of it. There's an economic dimension. How you build a social capital trust that no matter what happens, the network continue. How you build an economic foundations where you can survive when there's an economic meltdown. How to survive in the face of environmental challenges. It is vital for community to withstand and recover from crises, such as natural disasters, such as economic shock, such as social unrest. When there is a displacement, when there is a killing, there is a need to build resilient community. That is basically what we are trying to look at. And there are some theories of community resilience. The number one theory is what we call the social ecological resilience theory. The social ecological resilience theory. This theory views community as part of a social ecological system where human and environment systems are interdependent. It means that the environment depends on human and human depend on the environment. The resilience of a community is shaped by its ability to manage changes and disturbance to each social and ecological component. When there is a distortion in the environment, how to manage it? So when we talk about social ecological resilience, we are talking about how the community manage the ecosystem. The number two theory is the theory of community capital. This theory posits that the community resilience is determined by capital assets, which include human, social, economic, and natural capital. So for a community to survive and stand well, it is on the basis of their capital. In a community, what is the human capital that is available? What is the social capital that is available? What is the economic capital? And what are the natural capital? Then we look at the system theory. This theory emphasizes that communities are complex, dynamic systems where multiple components, example, individual, infrastructure, institutions, interact in ways that make predicting outcome challenging. Community resilience, according to system theory, arises from adaptive capacities, from flexibility, and the ability to recognize after disturbance. How do you recognize? How do you adapt? How flexible? Then finally, the transformative resilience theory. This theory focuses on transformative changes as a pathway to resilience, rather than just bouncing back to status quo after a shock. Transformative resilience emphasizing innovation. This disturbance, what new idea have I got to? Is there a better way to live? A better way to do things? It is all about an evolution. It's a creation of new systems that are more sustainable and equitable. It's not that we are just going to bounce back. It's that we are going to bounce back and do better and build a better system and build a working system that is more durable, that is more available, that is more sustainable. With this, I don't know whether you have questions before we go on break. Just less than 1 minute to go on break. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question, please, sir.
Any input? Yes, sir.
I have a question. Please, can you throw more light
Go
on
ahead.
system theory? Can you throw more light on system theory?
I said the system theory emphasizes that communities are complex. They are dynamic. There are multiple components involved. In the system theory, we have the individual, we have the infrastructure, we have the institutions, and all of these interact together. And this interaction makes it very difficult to predict outcomes and challenges. The community resilience, according to system theory, it arises from us building an adaptive capacity. Makes us to be flexible and the ability to recognize after disturbance. That is basically, how can we build adaptive capacity? How can we be flexible? Life is not static. You need to apply flexibility to so many things. It has happened, it has happened. How do I navigate through it? The ability to recognize after disturbance. You shouldn't die with the challenges. You can come out better, knowing fully well that the system interacts with so many things. It's basically the system theory.
Thank you,
Do
sir.
you understand?
Very
Yes,
well.
sir.
Thank you so much.
So with this, we can take our 1 hour break. Thank you. Do you enjoy the class?
Very well, sir.
Very well, sir.
Are you learning?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Very well, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So we meet by 1.
All right, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy your break.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no.